Next up, we have representatives from the Ron Paul campaign, Elisa Sedlar.
You just can't have that.
Hello, my name is Lisa Sedlar. I'm a local girl. I live in Escanaba, and I am the regional coordinator for Ron Paul, Michigan for 3 counties. I did not grow up in a political family, so when I reached the age of 18, I had to ask myself, what am I? Am I going to vote Democratic? Am I going to vote Republican? And so I kind of looked at what it meant to be a Democrat, and in the end I decided I had to go with Margaret Thatcher, who said, the trouble with socialism is that sooner or later you run out of other people's money. So I decided I'm a Republican because I believe in fiscal conservatism. I think if your financial house is not in order, you can't move forward with anything else until that's settled. I also believe in the rule of law, and I think that our Constitution is one of the finest documents ever known to humanity, and I value that document.
Amen.
So I remember also being so excited when Tom ran for your office the first time. I was so excited to see you get political and the amazing success you've had. Tom and I went to school together, and so I was all Republican going forward, and then I felt betrayed. I saw that the government continued to grow. I thought the Constitution is being trammeled, and something had to be done. So I just went away and in disappointment and apathy, and I thought, is there any hope for our country? Then along comes Ron Paul, and it reignited in me a passion for hope for our country, to be the kind of country that I felt it was when I was growing up. I'm excited because of Ron Paul's message. We have to get the spending under control. We have to cut spending where the ship is sinking. We can't wait very much longer and fool ourselves that tinkering around the edges will solve our problems. Also, I like, here's a man who actually honors his oath of office to uphold the Constitution. And for once, I think there's a man that doesn't lie to me. He's going to do what he says he'll do, and he answers all his questions directly. So this, I've become passionate about Dr. Paul, and you can see that I've stepped way out of my comfort zone to support him. I've devoted a lot of my time and energy and money to try to get him elected. And I'm not the only person. The surprising thing that I found is that all around us in Menominee County, in Delta County, in Schoolcraft County, throngs of people come to our meetings. People who have never voted before are saying, how do I sign up to register to vote, for goodness sakes. Dr. Paul is igniting a passion and a hope for our future among a whole new generation of voters. And even though I'm a political newbie, anyone can tell that you need the independent vote, you need the youth vote, and you need the crossover. We see this happening at a national level, but I see this happening at the meetings that we have locally too. We're getting lots of blue Democrats or blue Republicans coming over from the Democratic Party to join because they are disgruntled with Barack Obama, just as we all are. And now I've heard the various numbers, but I've heard numbers as high as 40% of the American people identify themselves not as Republicans, not as Democrats, but as independents. And Ron Paul is getting that independent vote. Also, in the last couple of primaries, Ron Paul far and away swept the youth vote. Now I ask myself, why does he sweep the youth vote? And the answer that I come up with is that in my family, I have 3 teenagers. We had a little go-round with the cable company, and so we were without the TV for a month. And I thought I was going to have a mutiny on my hands. But surprise, nobody cared. Nobody cared that we didn't have a TV. Why? Because all the kids are on their own laptops, they are wired, they're connected. And I see that as the reason that Ron Paul gets the youth vote. It's because the youth get a chance to hear Dr. Paul's message in its entirety, in a way that people who only get their news through the mainstream media are not privileged to hear his message. The more people hear his message, the more people come. I heard a wise man say once that you can tell the truth content of a message by how far people are willing to go to get to that message. And I think that Ron Paul has a very high level of truth content in his message and his plan for the American future. So in order to defeat Barack Obama and get the White House and get our America back on track, we have to get the independents, we have to get the crossovers, we have to get the youth. Ron Paul can do that, and I hope that you will consider voting for him on February 28th. Thank you very much.